So is the NFL scripted or can it be? Stick with me on this. In the WWE, you have a place called the gorilla position. The gorilla position is where the wrestlers stage before they actually come out from behind the curtain, okay? In that gorilla position, behind the wrestlers, the head of the WWE, the talent coordinator or the guy in charge, he stands there calling the shots.
He and John are going to face off. When they shake hands, we'll give it a second and we'll interrupt with Rock. Here they come.
He sits there behind a monitor, watches what happens, has a headset on, communicates with the referees in the arena to make sure, and the announcers, to make sure that they're calling the proper shots.
John is going to beat the out of him. Stay on Cena. John, what the hell?
Now you got to look at recently the NFL. Travis Kelce, just last week, dives for a ball, traps the ball against the turf, called catch. Now, the referees apologized because they said that they were overruled by New York. Those are the heads of the NFL. Now, the heads of the NFL really shouldn't get involved in the calls on the field. The referees make those calls. They should only get involved if the refs can't make a decision, right? Can't make a decision, defer to the bosses. Bosses go, upon further review, this is how it stands. But they shouldn't come in and say, no, this is the call now, which is what New York did for the Chiefs. However, you look at this week, what is it, Hawkinson dives for the ball, same thing, traps the ball against turf. So in the standard rules, if the turf aids with the pushing of the ball into your hands for a catch, that's not a catch. The referees said that that's a catch because of Kelce, but New York comes down and says, no, this time it's not a catch. So it was a catch last week for the Chiefs. You have to ask the question, why is the NFL brass in New York, why are they getting involved in making any calls whatsoever? Unless you could say, like in professional wrestling, the man in the gorilla position, the head of the WWE, says, this is how we want it to go. I'm not saying they do, but you could start asking the question, and that's a problem with the NFL. I'm going to explore this in more detail in an upcoming ProZone, but can the NFL cheat? Can they script it like the WWE? Know your goal.